Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you and a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Alô, amigos do canal DV7, vamos aqui para uma rodada da NBA, no NBA 2K Sport, com Cleveland Cavaliers, do papai Lebron e do Irving. Espero que eu tenha que mudar uma opção aqui, gente.
Nothing feels better than getting off to a really good start. Able to establish yourselves early, that's the desire of every team. To let folks know we're going to be here
Errou o primeiro arremesso.
for the long run.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Here's Irving, banked in off the glass.
And getting
Ty
the
Irving
with a high-quality look down low.
Caldwell Pope against Smith. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's James. There is Zhao, passes to Irving. Sinks the three-pointer.
De 3 pontos, Irving.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Wide open look, and he hits the jump shot.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Lebron sets the screen for Irving. A flawless finish on the
Papai Lebron.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
Bela cesta.
Couldn't have been executed any better.
Foi uma tentativa de ponte aérea, mas fez a cesta, tá bom.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
Falta do Kyrie
That is
Irving.
his first foul of the game. Pass to Morris.
Aí o Varejão.
Kicks to Morris. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And
Boa, Varejão.
Nice touch by Morris. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's LeBron.
Here's LeBron.
Good start, 2 for 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Outside for Jefferson. And here's LeBron outside.
A 3 pontos. Lá dentro.
Our own goal when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
1:57 left to play here in the first. And the Pistons decide to take their
Timeout, timeout.
right here.
Timeout do Pistons.
Stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something.
Tá faltando você fazer os primeiros pontos aí, né, Kevin Love? Mas não dá, né? Papai Lebron mais o Irving comanda tudo.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Harris. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. James in the post. He's guarded by Bullock.
Aí é ponto brasileiro, é ponto de Varejão.
Scored on
Assistência do papai.
It's come from inside the paint.
Irving against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Bullock. To halt the run, Verjao grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's the drive. Uses the glass.
De novo, Anderson Varejão.
Don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Caldwell Pope outside. Drummond with a screen on Jefferson. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to
Essa não deu pra marcar.
How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. And they double up James. There is Zhao, passes to Irving. Connects from
Pra 3 pontos, lá dentro.
now in the first quarter for the Cavs. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 13.
Irving até agora sendo o destaque, hein? Assistindo o time nesse primeiro quarto.
Just 4 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. Connects. The jumper drops. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Quase.
Double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Cavaliers on top, up by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Quicken Loans Arena.
Alguns lances aí do primeiro quarto. Irving doutrinou.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Errou!
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now, here's Marjanovic. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
Love in the post. He's guarded by Bullock. There is Zhao, passes to Love. Love draws the double. LeBron outside. He can't get it to go. Pass to Verjao. Back to James. James absorbing hits.
James.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding.
Time out. Pistons Celtics. Ó, Pistons Celtics. Boa. Detroit Pistons. Aí o papai na tela pra vocês.
So for the Pistons, Smith checked in for Morris, and Burton subbed in for Reggie Bullock. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Burton. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Timeout agora pra nós.
Timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verjao. And Jefferson subbed in for James. Then for the Pistons,
tirou o papai Lebron, aí não pode.
checked in for Burton, and it's
Aí
wide
não
in for
pode,
Hammond.
pô.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving surveying the floor. That one.
Kevin Love.
Love's got his first basket. Now, despite losing in the finals, the Warriors are coming off a 73-win season, GA. And I guess my question is Golden State the NBA's next dynasty?
Oh, absolutely. You look at their all-star core. With that kind of talent, I'd say they're the title favorites for the next few years.
And it's Thompson.
That's where Tristan Thompson is most comfortable, right around
Tá
his rim, throwing it down.
Pass to White. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Udrich. Cavaliers with the rebound. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Pra 3 pontos, na dentro.
Both ends of the board seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust. Always learning.
Tocaço! É o porteiraço do Enem.
Love kicks to Smith. Pass to Thompson. Down low. And finished off by Jefferson.
Tá jogando por músicas. Papai Lebron tá doido pra voltar. O jogo não para.
Bullock with it. And J.R. Smith picks up the
Agora
foul.
aguenta.
That is his first foul of the game. James checked in for
Vamos voltar com o
Jefferson.
Varejão? Vamos voltar com o Varejão. Ué, era pro Papai Lebron entrar, não entra.
Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Wallace with it. Guarded now by Morris. Irving against Drummond. And stolen by Drummond. And stolen by Love. 51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Harris.
Eu não tô conseguindo acertar a ponte aérea pro papai, gente.
Love against Morris. Now here's Jackson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And that one's good. Drummond.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
James. And James throws it down.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Harris, no good. Now Irving. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's the three. Sinks the triple. Irving's got
3 pontos de novo, Irving. Hoje ele tá, a mão tá quente, hein?
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous.
Vamos para o show do intervalo. Cleveland dominando, jogando muito fácil. Irving dando show. Estou tentando aqui fazer pelo menos uma ponte aérea aí para vocês verem a ponte aérea aí pro papai, mas até agora as tentativas aí deram erro. Vamos continuar tentando.
Thanks for joining us for this. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say
Nossa
it's
campanha até agora, 8 vitórias, 0 derrotas.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong.
Bola de 3 hoje, tá caindo muito, hein?
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it. Yeah, they...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to be...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Mais uma tentativa pro papai Lebron que não deu certo.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Love's ability to play off the ball is what makes him such a versatile option at the offensive end.
Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And Drummond throws it down.
And he created that opening with the pick and roll.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute play.
Tem, Lebron, vamos fazer aqui, vamos fazer a ponte aérea.
Floats it up for James.
Finalmente a ponte aérea!
And man,
Conexão Irving, Lebron.
really impressive.
Pistons trailed by 19. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A moment here to see the numbers for LeBron James. Averaging about 27 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact
de 3,
this
vai.
man has in every game he plays.
Duas tentativas de 3 do Lebron e não caiu. A do Will caiu, né? A mão do Will tá quente, né? De 3.
On the wing, Jackson. He has 7. Pass to Harris. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Saturday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, the Houston Rockets will come into town.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Here's Jackson. Plays it up.
Usaram o pick and roll e foram pra bandeja.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Kevin Love. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Here's the teardrop.
Irving.
Nice layup by Irving. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders.
Até agora o Williams sendo melhor, hein? Quadra. Papai Lebron hoje tá acertando muita coisa não.
Jefferson's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Udrich in for Reggie Jackson. Pass to Harris. Clock at 6. For the 3. Verejao grabs the board. Verejao's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit
Lebron
on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight.
Vamos descansar o varejão, time. Vamos pro Thompson, vamos voltar com J.R. Smith.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Richard Jefferson. Smith checked in for the Pistons. Newman comes in for Harris. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Udrich. Shot, high post, and he hits the jumper for 2. Udrich has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Here's LeBron.
Here's LeBron.
That's really how LeBron prefers to finish, at full speed, driving hard and dictating the pace and keeping pressure on the defense.
The shot by Newman, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Smith outside. Thompson sets the pick for Smith.
J.R. Smith.
Smith's got 6.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
Here's Smith. Love grabs the board.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Goes up from the top of the key.
Kevin Love.
Back rim and in. 6 points for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys.
E aí termina o terceiro quarto, 51 a desapareceu ali o placar. 51-24. Doutrinando, jogando por música. Esse time do Cleveland Cavaliers. É saudade, hein, fãs? Que nostalgia, hein? Ver o Irving e o Lebron junto, hein? Só que o Irving teve que sair, né? Ficou com ciúmes do papai Lebron. Não ganhou mais nada. Mas eu preferia a dupla LeBron-Wade.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. Rebound by Smith. And so Brooks will bring it up for Detroit. Smith outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Fry finds Zubac. Here's McCray. Right side Jefferson. Shoots over Bullock. Jefferson. Jefferson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Cleveland. And, well, Detroit shooting 41% for the game. Marjanovic with a screen for Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And this guy brings a lot of heart to his game, and that's something you have to respect. He's got that desire to make a difference on the floor.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Zubac. LeBron comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Kyrie Irving in for McCray.
Looking confident and ferocious inside.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
James in the post. Baines is there. James, good. LeBron's got 19 points.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And what's your take, guys?
21 pontos, papai Lebron.
Cavaliers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover. Doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
The drive by James. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the
James,
greatest
LeBron
slam
James
dunkers of
embalou,
all
hein?
time.
23 pontos já, hein? Deve ter passado o Irving.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Burton. Outside Jackson. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outside James. Irving for 3. Good.
De 3 de novo. Mas a mão dele tá quente, gente.
And, well, Detroit shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Jackson passes to Marjanovic. And he dunks it in right on Anderson Varejao. Wow.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson's making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Here's James.
Que jogadaça.
one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to
O
12.
treinador agora já tirou os titulares, né, para descansar para a próxima rodada.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Cleveland's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Here's Williams. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Gostava deles.
To put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
There's Jackson with the three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
1 second separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson.
E é isso, vitória! Vitória boa, o time jogou bem. Papai Lebron e Irving deram um show como sempre.
That lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olmo.
Vamos ver lá quanto que ficou a pontuação aí. Melhor em jogador, Lebron James, melhor jogador da partida. Achei que ia dar pro Irving, mas o Irving jogou muito nos dois primeiros quartos, nos dois últimos deu só Lebron. Aí, ó, 25 pontos, Papai Lebron, 3 assistências. Do Irving foram 17 e 4 assistências. Então é isso, pessoal. Até a próxima live. Aí, ó, nosso varejão terminou com 4 pontos, 6 rebotes, 2 assistências. Tá bom, né?